name is Brian Norris, the operations coordinator and narrator for Team Oracle, featuring long-time Sussex favorite, returning after a 7-year absence, coming all the way from Salinas, California, in a very small, bright red, custom-built biplane known as the Oracle Challenger. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to welcome back to Sussex none other than Mr. John D. Tucker. At low airspeed, rolling over the top, once on the downline, the high energy inside diving snap roll. Keeping it pointed at the ground, airspeed winding up at Airshow left. After a series of point rolls, the nose comes skyward for the spiraling tower. This is 2.5. Outside snap rolls on the way up. Pushing over the top to 2.5. Outside snap rolls on the way down. Watch closely as Sean chooses to remain inverted as he pushes hard off the backside of that maneuver. The quick half roll to upright begins the hooey loop. This is an inside-outside loop with a tumble at the top. The first half is inside or positive G. The second half outside or negative G. Now hanging by the straps, letting the nose fall through the horizon. You've seen other performers do what's called the hammerhead turnaround. Watch closely now for hammerhead. Following the three-quarter roll is the shoulder roll. Nose pointed perfectly vertical. 0 forward airspeed. Now hard, full left rudder as Sean completes not one, but 2 consecutive hammerhead turnarounds. In the maneuver called the flip top. Descending now in the upright flat spin, stopping the rotation, pointing it at the ground, back to momentary level flight. Point rolls across the box to end inverted, as Sean now begins the outside 8-sided loop. This style of flying that you see Sean performing is very athletic and very hard on the body. Throughout the course of one performance, Sean will experience in excess of 10.5 positive G's and over 7.5 negative G's. So right now, Sean's going to take a very short break, climb for some altitude, catch his breath.
I got the altitude, pick it up. Air runner, here we go, air runner. Right number 6, and we're in the tumble. What do we call it, the false stagger? Because coming off. I got 1,700 feet. Left rudder. Forward. Power. Right rudder. Right around the corner. That's when you're going up. That's through the G. Let's do one here. Right around forward 6. Yeah, baby. You guys like that one? Okay, Brian, I'm going to get set up for the turbo. You got it.
What do you think so far of John D. Tucker and the one-of-a-kind Oracle Challenger? Setting up now at Airshow Center, Sean is going to show you a maneuver which was first seen in 1972 when it was used by Mr. Charlie Hillard to win for the United States the World Aerobatic Championship Trophy. This is called the torque roll, and no one in the world today does it better than Sean. Stopping 1,600 feet above the ground, torque of the engine takes over, continuing to roll to the left. Shifting into reverse, Sean brings it screaming towards the ground, tail first at over 100 miles an hour. is ready. Direct your attention on the other side of the runway. You will notice there are 3 sets of poles out there. Suspended between each set of poles is a ribbon. Those ribbons are 20 feet above the ground. They're spaced 700 feet apart. Underneath all 3 ribbons in one single pass. Now pulling to the vertical to show you the world's smallest inside loop. Sean calls this the alley-oop. In just a few short moments, you're going to see Sean dive down as he attempts to slice all 3 of those ribbons in one single pass in 3 separate flight attitudes. Right knife edge, left knife edge, and finally inverted. Keep in mind that while in knife edge flight at over 210 miles an hour, Sean's wingtips will be barely 8 to 9 feet above the ground. Diving in now from the left, stopping at 210 miles an hour, 15 feet above the ground. Rolling into right knife edge flight through ribbon number 1, left knife edge flight through number 2, and finally inverted to take out that 3rd and final ribbon. Ladies and gentlemen, a maneuver invented and performed only by Sean D. Tucker. This aircraft that you see Sean flying is known as the Oracle Challenger. It was custom built specifically for Sean by our team over a period of 16 months. It made its maiden flight in 1996. It entered airshow service in 1997, which coincidentally is the last year that Sean performed here at Sussex. It weighs in at 1,160 pounds and is powered by 400 horsepower, making it the most high-performance aerobatic biplane in the world today. As Sean passes across the show line in his salute to the men and women of the United States Armed Forces. That was Sean's low-altitude, low-speed photo pass. Now the stick comes full aft. Once inverted, the throttle comes back to approximately 30%. The stick now goes full forward. It is Sean's inverted high alpha pass. We're very proud to be sponsored in our North American tour in 2004 by Oracle. It's with their support this year that Sean is able to perform at more than 23 show sites across North America in front of more than 8 million air show fans. Now at Air Show Center, setting up for the final maneuver of this afternoon sequence. This is called the Harrier Pass, named in honor of the awesome power and capabilities of the United States Marine Corps Aviate-B Harrier. Bring it to a forward ground speed of less than 20 miles an hour. If you'd like to look us up on the internet, just type in www.teamoracle.com. Sean makes his way back for landing, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you on behalf of Team Oracle. Public Relations Coordinator, Carl Copen. Director of Hospitality, Nikki Chung. Team Crew Chief, Tom Digert. Aircraft Mechanic and Pilot, Clyde Green. And of course, the man working hardest of all in the cockpit, Sean D. Tucker. We're very proud to once again be invited back here to Sussex. You got a great air show coming up, and in just a few short moments, we're going to bring Sean to a complete standstill, shut that engine off, and bring him up out of the cockpit. Gentlemen, as they make their way back to Air Show Center, why don't you give a great big round of applause to our brave volunteer As the propeller comes to a complete standstill, ladies and gentlemen, one final time, Sean D. Tucker and the Oracle Challenger.
All right, thank you, Brian Norris. We appreciate that. What a fantastic performance by the one and only Sean D. Tucker. He's got the helmet off now. He can hear you, ladies and gentlemen. Sean Tucker once again.